Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment's YouTube channel. My name is the Aussie Don. How are we all doing? And welcome aboard to a very special and a special time. Actually, we're on a special. I wasn't actually planning on live streaming until we got to the new studio, folks. But going to the new studio is still up in the air because we don't have a official answer. I thought we actually had the new studio, but it turns out we're not actually guaranteed at the moment. So, yeah, things are up in the air. But as you can see, we're packing still, and we're got half of the desks, and yeah, we're just a little bit out of sorts at the moment. But welcome aboard. Thank you very much for joining me, and welcome to a very special all aboard for this week, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring to you our 57th episode. This is normally a train simulator live stream show. But for this week only, we're doing, well, this week and next week, I should say, because next week will be Train Sim World 4. This week will be Train Sim World 3. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very special episode, which we as known as the Train Sim World, the final countdown. The final countdown has begun. Yes, this is the final week of Train Sim World 3. We will be moving to Train Sim World 4. Our time here in Australia, Friday. If you're over in the Northern Hemisphere, it'll be Thursday when we go live with the PC Steam launch of Train Sim World 4. Now, do note, Train Sim World 4 will be releasing last on PC. We have to download it and everything. If it takes too long, I'll come back and do a stream later on in the day after because I have to attend a funeral on Friday. So, I will be if I can't join you guys in the morning, I'll come afterwards and do the stream. But anyway, welcome aboard, and thank you very much for joining us. The last two eras of Train Sim, well, the last two eras of Train Sim World, we've run to you a top 5 countdown. Now, we was planning to do a top 5 countdown again here for Train Sim World 3, but we have decided to do a top 10 countdown. There's been 10 route releases in Train Sim World 3 era, so we thought we'll do all 10. So, what are we doing? We're not going to do every single, do note that all of the routes that we do in our top 10 for the Train Sim World 3 era are all Train Sim World 3 releases. And do note, our top 5 countdown will be our official countdown. This is just like the ones that didn't make it into our top 5 countdown. So, what did not make it into the top 5 countdown? Well, at number 10, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kassel-Wurzburg, ladies and gentlemen. This is the long stretch, the longest route in Train Sim World history, the one that's got all the tunnels, and everybody's like, oh, this is so, too many tunnels and all this razzle-dazzle, and it's too forward, it's too straightforward. Oh, hello, when you're on a high-speed train, you want to be going straight as possible, yeah? So, anyway, ICE, we're going to do half of the length. We're not doing the full length. So do note that some routes, we won't be doing full lengths on them. But do note, we do represent them in some sort of way or fashion. It's not the locos that we have got the countdown for. If we had a loco countdown, we could just basically just tell you right now, so Class 700 is the number 1 route, train in Train Sim World. I did give it to you the other day. The best locos that were released on our midweek World Trains. Anyway, it's the Aussie Don David. Yes, we are bringing to you Train Sim World 3 this week, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, we will be going to Train Sim World 4 at the start of, at the end of next week. It will be Friday, our time here in Australia. I might not be, like I explained, I won't be with you guys probably straight away. It'll be later in the daytime. Because I have to attend a funeral and I have to sleep overnight, unfortunately. So I have to go and download it. I got to go and put in my custom engine settings, the engine inning settings like I've got now for Train Sim World 3. Got to go and put those into Train Sim World 4, see if it runs all smoothly and doesn't have any issues. And all that razzle-dazzle. So, yes, we have pre-ordered it. We have pre-ordered it since it was announced. Well, since it was officially announced. I've known for months. But anyway, and I know what's coming as well. Ooh, we got some beauties. Yes. All right. ICE. Here we go. So Kassel-Wurzburg is the voted number 10 in the Train Sim World free era. Here we go. All right, so I'll just do all these little secret plans there. CIFA, don't want none of that razzle dazzle. I want RFB though. So I've got to get over here. RFB. Contacts in London. No. Don't need to do that. Oh, yes, time to make dinner. So yes, Train Sim World 4 has been pre-ordered. It has been pre-ordered for quite a number of weeks now. Thank Christ it has, because I don't have any money for jack crap at the moment. That's why Mortal Kombat hasn't been shown on my channel, because I just don't have any money. Right, because I have to move. When you're trying to get $2,500 up for a bond, you know, it's quite difficult. Alright. We should be good to go very shortly. Castle Wolfsburg is where we're doing first up, and this is the first. We're going to do number 10, number 9, and number 8 on this live stream today, ladies and gentlemen. On Tuesdays, if I can get to you guys on Tuesday, that is. I'm not a guarantee I'm going to be here Tuesday at the moment. I'll more confirm it with you guys tomorrow night, actually. If we're going to be moving or not tomorrow night, because we have to wait for an answer tomorrow, because we're waiting for a loan shark to, we're waiting for somebody to get back to us for the money. So, all right. Close those doors and shall get ready for departure. Got the 11 car, I do believe, ICE, so it's not the 14 car, it's the, yep, there we go. It's the 11 car. Not too sure if Chris is joining us tonight, because, nope, there we go. The main reason it's not going to, it's not on the south section, David, is that they're worried that they're going to have another memory issue with it, like they've got with Brighton Mainline. So that's the main reason why they're not doing it. And also, it wouldn't make sense for the Flying Scotsman to be in that part of the route, because the Flying Scotsman is based out of Doncaster. So it makes sense for it to be in that section. I was actually thinking it would have been to York when I seen the Flying Scotsman leak come in. I thought, oh well, that it's going to be the other section. I pretty much ruled out the south section there and then. But I'm a little bit worried. I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't the south section as well, because you know, the leaks were coming, like all the Easter eggs were coming through. You know, we had the works happening around the southeastern high-speed tunnel there, and the east coast underneath. You know, we had the works, the road, the Class 66s there doing maintenance and everything. Then when the 700 was released, they changed it, put the 700 in there, and I thought, oh well, it makes sense now. The East Coast Mainline South's coming into the game. And then when I seen the leak come through that the Zoomer was in, I thought, oh, beauty. And then I was thinking, I don't think it's going to be south because of the Flying Scotsman. Yeah, it's just actually where it set the record. Actually, it's not too far away from one of the Midland Just Trains routes that I've got for Train Sim Classic. So I've played the route already. I've done all of the East Coast Mainline on Train Simulator. So it's yeah. Of course, it's going to look different on Train Sim World, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the preview this week to see how it goes. It's got a mixture of their own sounds and Armstrong Powerhouse sounds, so we'll see how that goes, but we've got a lovely community, and I wouldn't be surprised if Itzia 165 brings in a nice, beautiful sound mod for it anyway, that'll make it sound more realistic. So, we'll be covered anyway. So I'm glad it is the Class 801 and not the 800 like some people wanted. I was very, very excited for the LNER. It's a train that I've been wanting for a while. After I played it on Train Simulator Classic for the first time, when I got it on the AP website, I was very excited, very, very happy with my purchase. I'm like, wow, this train's going to come to TSW someday. So I was sort of against the East Coast Main Line for a while. Because I was talking to British Ace about it a few times. I was like, I want West Coast Main Line more so, because I was a big fan of the West Coast Main Line. I still am in some sorts, but I sort of understand more and I've got more knowledge since then. And the East Coast Main Line is an absolutely fantastic route. It's got so many great trains and runs on it. There's not just the ones that are in for this route. The 700 is a little bit disappointing because it obviously finishes at Peterborough from the south side, and yeah. But I really think the main reason they did do it, like Matt did say, there's a lot of stations. So, and I can only put it down to state the obvious. They were scared that they were going to have a Brighton mainline problem. There would have been more trains that they would have had to bring into the game that they haven't done yet as well. They would have had to do a 12-card variant of the 700 as well, which they don't have there at the moment. I think they were. Look, it's definite that they're scared that they're going to run into a memory issue like they've had with Brighton Mainline, and they still haven't solved. And one of the main reasons why the Skybox and the Todd 4 and all that hasn't come in for Brighton Mainline, and you know, it makes sense now. Never Good Residents getting the Todd 4, the Skybox and all that. That's, you know, putting into line now. Well, 2 of the 3 rush hour routes, original rush hour routes, have now got it. So we know the reason why Brighton Mainline doesn't have it, and as soon as they solve that memory issue, then we should be good as gold. But are we going to ever get that? I highly doubt it. I don't know. I can't say. I don't really care anymore. I'm just sort of giving up. I just enjoy now. I've got more things to worry about now. I can tell you guys that from probably this week on, when I do move to this new location, or if I do move to this location, things are going to be different on our channel, because I am looking for a full-time job. I'm looking for a real job at the moment, and when I do get a real job, I'm going to come on here less often, folks. So do note that. I'll be here still, but I won't be doing as much as what I do now. So the uploaded videos, they'll probably be, you know, very hard to get done now. So it'll be more live streaming side of things. Am I going to be live streaming at the times I normally stream? I'll probably do the 8 o'clock one still, yeah, till 10 o'clock, and then I'll go and rush out after that. Yeah, the Just Trains route. I still think it'll be in December, David. Late November, December at the moment, I say so. But yeah, I'll put it between October and December. I wouldn't be surprised if it's October, but just knowing Just Trains, they don't like to rush stuff. So I wouldn't even be surprised if it's not until next year. Just, yeah, sort of knowing Just Trains, you know, like the way they build their routes with Train Simulator, I think they'll do the same with TSW. I just don't see them rushing it. They want to get it right. And being their first route, they want to, you know, they want to impress the people that don't know nothing about the Just late. It's not just trains. There's just cars. There's just planes. So it's a label. So. And there is a couple other developments that they are doing for Train Simulator. There's another part of Midland they're doing currently. They've been in development for a while for that. Been in development for another UK route as well, which I'm looking forward to as well. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. Both of them are looking absolutely stunning for Train Simulator, and of course I'll try to get them to you when at launch. But yeah, things are going to be very, very tight now because I'm going to be paying more rent and stuff now. I'm going to be very, very tight for cash. So even with TSW3 releases, I might struggle to try to get them at launch as well. I'll try as much as I can to get them at launch, but if we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, so be it. We'll get there in the end. And like I was playing, I want to get the new Mortal Kombat. I played it at my mate's house on the weekend. It's absolutely fantastic. I pumped him in the first game, by the way. Yes. When you give me Smoke, that's it. I've been waiting for Smoke to come back into Mortal Kombat for ages. I know all of his moves. I know everything about Smoke because I used to flog Smoke all the time. So when I'm like on Smoke, that's it. Did I beat him? You betcha. I went to go Sub-Zero. I went to do his freeze thing. And I'm like, where the hell's his freeze ball? His freeze ball's gone. Somebody screwed up the Sub-Zero. Reminds me, I'm going to get rid of my previous screen. This is number 10, ladies and gentlemen, and voted number 10 in the Train Sim World 3 era. Castle Wellsburg, ladies and gentlemen. Voted by us here at Australia Worldwide Gaming as the number 10 best route of the TSW3 era. Not allowed to do that in real life. You would get real. Imagine being at the end of the tunnel and you hear that big echo goes through. Can't hear me, folks, and the sound of the train is a little bit too loud. Just let me know on the live chat, and I can adjust the sound here on the ambient studio just here. It's a good thing about this one. You can do that. You can do that. Do that. Yeah, you'll find that it'll be more so louder on the outside than what it is in the inside. That's always been the sort of the Train Sim World 3 era has sort of been like that. You know what really bugs me is when you're in the outside camera and then all of a sudden you go back to the inside and it just gives you that real big thump of the sound at the start, like this. All right, I'll give you a sample. I'll get out of the tunnel. I'll do it out of the tunnel, you know. Section here, I'll just do it quickly. Yeah, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But yeah, I find it to be very annoying sometimes, especially on the ear. It's one of the reasons why I have half my ear off. I can hear it on my right side here, that's all I worry about. So I have done over the last week I've been playing Train Sim World with the stop location at the front being taken away. So what I've got the lines underneath still of the stopping point, but I've taken away the stop sign that used to be in front, and you can see it all the way on the, even if you're 46 kilometers like we are now in front. I've sort of done that because I'm sort of trying to get used to the new settings for Train Sim World 4. And the speedo down the bottom there, folks, see how it's got the 5.0, 0.0, 8.7, and then you got the down gradient. The down gradient of 0.5 that's currently, that's going to be up the top where it says the stop at location. So that's going to go up there, and all that brake pressure, brake cylinder, MR, all that's going to be taken away. So we're just going to have the speedo up in the corner there. That's how I'm going to play it. And where they've got the 1.3 kilometre thing, obviously that's all been changed. As you know, it gives you a couple of signals now, which I find is actually probably an advantage for the amateur. But, you know, for me it's also good. Because it gives me more time now to brake. Because, you know, I've been in a couple of those sticky situations over the last 12 months, and I'll probably say the one that I pulled the rabbit out of my hat and saved by the bell was that one on the Lincoln Run Strucker there a couple of months ago. Man, I can't believe I was going to put that off. But just with us bald people, we always cough. So yeah. Looking forward to Vorarlberg, to be honest. Looking forward to Vorarlberg. Probably. Look, I'm pumped for East Coast Mainline. Of course I'm pumped for East Coast Mainline. Am I so for the USA one? USA one's alright. It's better, a little bit better than I thought, but I don't know. I think the timetable's, yeah, it's obviously a fantasy timetable. It's not the real timetable. Put it that way. But I like the fact that they've got short services and everything. I can still do uploaded videos with the 20-minute ones and all that, so that's all right. But I'll probably be more line of doing the 1 hour services and not the 2 hours, not the full length. It's just, you know, it's going to be like Custom Wolfsburg here. It's really, I prefer doing the half than the full. This was the featured train for the release of Train Sim World 3. I don't know, what I'd like to know, folks, what you think the featured train is for Train Sim World 3 because I have to say, there's never been a Train Sim World launch era for a new era of Train Sim World. There's never been one that's had 3 brand spanking new train companies. And 3 trains that have never been in Train Sim World. So yeah, we have a new country. Even though it's a little bit in Germany, it's technically an Austrian route. So the first time in Train Sim World history at a launch, we don't have a German route. We have a German remake. Yeah, they've technically done what they did with the UK with Train Sim World 3's launch. They've had an extension on there, but what have they done for Germany? They've done the Neviga Dresden, which was groundbreaking on its launch because the lighting system was absolutely, you know, awesome, groundbreaking, and people are worried that they're going to take away something that was close to their heart, like it was magical to them. So it's going to be more for the German players though, but like I explained to you guys, I'm a big fan of German rail, and looking forward to the Neviga Dresden remake. I did have a little tiny bit look at the preview, and I was sort of like, yeah, I haven't looked at the night lighting part of it yet though, so I've got to get to that later today. I just haven't had time because I've just been packing. I've been away this weekend. I've been packing here this afternoon. It's been 35 degrees here in Australia, here in Sydney today, and it's only spring. It's only 2 weeks into spring. We've only just come out of winter. It's 35 Celsius. So. Hey Aussie Trucky, how you going, buddy? Yeah, so I didn't think I was going to be streaming until I got to the new studio, but then, yeah, we're waiting for the approval for the money now, so I'm just going to wait. So I should have a better answer 24 hours. I'll be back on the roads tomorrow night for American Truck Simulator. I'm not sure what I'm going to roll with tomorrow night. I got one of my recent ones I've done a paint job on, so I'll just throw one of them out. I'm not doing any new paint jobs until I get to the new studio. I've got a big list of paint jobs, but wherever that is, I don't know. It's probably one of my boxes. Whoa, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Yep, all good. Flip. We also have bushfires in New South Wales too. Okay. Hopefully not near the zigzag. And that thing's just been rebuilt. I want to get up to the zigzag. Ah, yeah, you just at the back of Eastern Creek, yep. Yeah, that tow truck one that I put up on the channel, Kenworth, towing the Kenworth. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, this is cheap. Kenworth, towing on Kenworth. They're having love. Making love to Kenworths. So, yeah. Yeah, that was coming off the M7. So up there, the Rudy Hill part there, Rudy Hill Road, and the M7 there off the Great West. Oh, Hunter Valley's up in it now. Yeah, I heard about what was happening up in Queensland, but that's all I knew. I've been away this weekend, so I really haven't seen much of the news. I don't watch much news anyway. At the moment, I just don't have time for any news or anything like that. I heard there was a COVID outbreak going on up at the border or something as well. But I don't know. That was one of my mates, Will's, telling me something's going on. Yeah, not a bad weekend, folks. I had a few drinks and had a few jimmies on Friday night. Had a couple of jimmies. We finished the rest of the bottle last night. Just a couple of quiet ones last night, like 3 drinks and 4 drinks. Kicked back, watched the footy, and watched the footy in the afternoon and had a couple of drinks. Didn't drink too much in the footy, so my mate had a couple, and I said, man, I can't drink no more. It was like 34 degrees Celsius. Out the back of Penrith there. I was like, man, it's just too hot. I can't drink. So yeah, we waited. I waited until after. He waited a bit as well. All right, we've got 11 Ks to go to Folder, and that is pronounced Folder. And we're doing half of the Kassel-Wolfsburg, ladies and gentlemen. This is the longest route in train sim world history. It's around 183 kilometres, I think, long. It's a really massive route. So yeah, it is the ICE 791 It's coming from Berlin. It is heading to Frankfurt. This train, in real life it is, but obviously we're not doing that. But that's what it is in real life. And this is voted the number 10 best route of train symbol free. Don't forget, we will be doing all the top 5 countdown on Wednesday night with Midweek World of Trains. Hopefully we'll be in the new studio by then. And on Tuesday night, I'm not too sure if we're going to be live on Tuesday. Like I explained, I will know more tomorrow. And if push comes to shove, I will bring to you number 6 and number 7 in the top 10 countdown tomorrow night after our trucking live stream. Can't join us live, there'll be a full replay, of course. So you're getting ready to load up, head up to Brisbane. Man, hopefully you'll be right going through there. I've seen the Brisbane Tigers won the Queensland Cup tonight. They beat the Burleigh Bears. Finally broke their grand final drought. They've been in 9 grand finals. They've lost the last 9 grand finals in a row. That they've, well, not in a row, but the last 9 grand finals they've been involved in, they've lost. Yeah, imagine that. Been in that many grand finals and you lose, like, how many grand finals? Yeah, I'm the same, buddy. I'm the same. When it comes to State of Origin, that's it. Mighty Maroons all day. Oh, I spotted it. Bugger. Ah. Lucky anyway, there's a red signal in front. Alright, you know the drill. This was something that I really stuffed up when I first played this loco back, what, 12 months ago? I didn't know how to reset it, and look at me now. Hang on. I think if I remember rightly, you get down a little bit further, and it should be right. You go for the Bronx. Yeah. Oh, my good mate, well, my best mate, Joey, his brother, he's a fanatic Broncos supporter. I went for Broncos for a long time. And when Wayne Bennett left for the Dragons, I started going for St. George. Because I was a big Wayne Bennett fan. So I went and supported the Dragons. Met a lot of people in the Red V Army. Got involved in the Army base. And, man, I just found a lot of them were a bunch of dumbasses. So, don't know what's going on here. Hopefully we got no issues with signal. Let's just, oh, there we go. All good. Yeah, so I found a lot of them to be a bunch of dumbasses. I had one of the flags as well, and I supported them and stuff. And yeah, I just got so involved in the club. I was like, politics, man. When you know the inside of the out of the club, it's like, oh my god, there's just so many fossils in that club. It's not funny. It's just killed the club. There's always bitching and whining from Illawarra's side. There's always bitching and whining from St. George's side. and they just can't get on. It's never going to happen. It never worked. It's never going to work. The only time it worked is when Wayne Bennett was in there, and they thought that was going to be the magic bullet. Well, that was the bullet that killed the club, folks. They already had the players there ready to go. They didn't. It wouldn't have mattered if it was Wayne Bennett or whatever at the time when they won the comp back in 2010. They had the players. They just needed a little guidance to get them to win the premiership, and that was Wayne Bennett. Obviously, he didn't want to stay there. He knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. That's why he left. So when he went back to the Bronx, I thought, oh, you know, this will be good. You know, he went back to the Bronx, do good. And yeah, no, that worked out pretty bad, didn't it? But yeah, I've always had a soft spot for the Broncos because I went for them for years. I went for them for years and years. So it's good to see him kicking ass again. I know that this is the year. This is the year. They're going to win the comp. You can see it a mile away. And like, you can always tell the years that they can just go all the way. It just remind me of the 90s Broncos so much, this team. You got speedsters, you got your power forwards, you got the belief, you know, a brotherhood, they want to play for each other, and they want it. They want it. And that's what the 90s Broncos were all about. You know, they wanted it. So yeah, it's good to see him doing good again. Like I said to my mate AJ, I said I don't see a Cowboys thing happening this time around. This is definite. It doesn't matter even if it's Penrith in the premiership in the cider. I said to him, I said, me and my best mate Joey, we went and seen the 06 Grand Final. We were at the 06 Grand Final. AJ was too young at the time, so we went and seen the 06 Grand Final. It was against Melbourne. We were dead set. The Broncos were paying $5 something to win the grand final. Melbourne were red hot favourites, and obviously, you know, we now know that was when Melbourne were cheating with the salary cap. So let me just get this in here. There we go, folks. There we go with the number 10 route, Castle Walsberg. Yeah, it was like I said to him. I said I really think it'll be a Melbourne-Brisbane grand final. I just got a feeling the Penrith's going to lose this game. I don't know. I can really see it being a Brisbane-Melbourne grand final. It'll be nice because that'll be a good way to end you like the end of the hoodoo on the last one. But I really think it'll be awesome to see them pump Melbourne off the field. I can't stand that guy with the bell. That guy that had the bell, for the Melbourne supporter with the bell, he was behind us, like a couple of rows back at the 06 grand final, and me and my mate, you know, turned around, and they're going like that. We had these young couple next to us as well, and they were Melbourne supporters. They were being real smart. We had our Broncos gear on, they had their Melbourne gear on. And they were being real smart asses, I swear. Oh, man. I was like, we're just going to let them keep going. And then, yeah, they kept going on us all game. And then when Broncos started pumping them, you know, it was close to the end of the game. It was like, you know, I don't see you talking now. I don't see you talking now. Yeah. And my mates just turned around and just says to him, I said, you got anything to say now? It was funny. Anyway, let's get away from football, folks. We talk too much football here on our channel. We're here to talk about trains. So, we are ready to rock and roll. So, currently, I don't go for the Dragons anymore. I haven't been going for the Dragons. I left the Dragons this year. I haven't been to a Dragons game since 2019, though, so before COVID. But I stopped following the Dragons from last season. Like last season was the last season I started going for them. And then because the Dolphins were coming into the comp, Redcliffe, I have a lot of relatives around the that particular area of Brisbane and up north, a little bit more north. And yeah, I decided to go for the Dolphins. So yeah, I'm going for the Redcliffe Dolphins. But obviously, I'm representing Queensland in the final series, and the Broncos are the team all the way. Yes, I've still got Broncos gear here, so yes, I've been wearing the Broncos gear when I've been watching the game. What one did I wear? This oh, that's right. I went the one with all the titles on the jersey. Yes. All right. Including the 97 Super League one. All right, so let's get on to it. We are ready to rock and roll. What is number 9 on our list, ladies and gentlemen? So just to let you guys know, we are doing the Train Sim. This is All Aboard live with the Aussie Don. We normally do Train Simulator Classic with All Aboard, but for this week and next week on our All Aboard streams, we're doing Train Sim World 3 this week, Train Sim World 4 next week, and Train Sim World 4 is releasing at the end of this week. So, this is the final week of the Train Sim World 3 era, which is technically the 2022-23 Train Sim World era. And we are doing the best top 10 routes starting here tonight on this stream and continuing this week. And the top 5 countdown will be on midweek World of Trains this week, and I will be posting that on the channel later today. All right, so we've done Castle Warsburg. That is one of the routes from the Train Sim World 3 era. The Glossop line is also part of the Train Sim World 3 era. Peak Forest, so that's 3. Midland Mainline, that's 4. Nidatarn Barn, that's 5. Lincoln Run Strucker, that is 6. The Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton section of the Northeast Corridor, that is 7. 8 is Edinburgh Glasgow. Number 9 is the Holiday Express. Forget about it. That's not evolved. That is just a toy train fantasy thing that they brought out late last year, which was just a bit of a laugh. So what have we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Barnstrucker Brandon Oldenburg. That's number 9. Number 10 is Birmingham Cross City. And I think that is it, actually. Southeastern High Speed was a standard, obviously, but yeah, it's not included in the top 10 because it is originally a Train Sim World 2 route release. All right, so what is the next route in our top in the bottom half of the top 10? So it is going to be so we had Castle Warsburg. We have now in our top 10. We'll be back in a couple minutes, folks. I will be back in a second. Just bear with me, folks. I'm just gonna put on the countdown for a second. So I just got to go and grab my list, see what was in that top 5. Can everyone hear me nice and clearly? Or see me nice and clearly? Beautiful. Yes, we are on. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I just had to find the list, and yeah, it turns out that I lost the list, so I just had to remember off the top of my head what they were. I would say, yeah, it's just there. It's all scribbled. All right. So yeah, it's here. We are doing number 10, number 9, and number 8 tonight on All Aboard, and of the top 10 countdown for the train symbol free era, voted by us as what we think are the best routes from the 10th to the number 1 route. So at number 9, ladies and gentlemen, the 9th best route of Train Sim World Free's era, ladies and gentlemen. These are routes that have been released since the release of Train Sim World Free to the end of Train Sim World Free. And we are bringing to you number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the 9th best route of Train Sim World Free, ladies and gentlemen, will be... Drum roll. Drum roll. Brandon Brandon Molenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Molenberg is voted one of the best routes. So yeah, we are going to take a 110 down the rails on here. And we got a few beautiful Creators Club designs, and we're going to do this nice Creators Club design here right now. All right, so we 30 minutes service, 16 hours. We're going to do it from Brenham to Oldenburg, and we're going to do it with nice a little bit of light cloud. And enjoy the ride. Here we go. As you can see, I've got my loading screens up and on the channel now. They have been changed again. We've got a nice, beautiful photo there of the livery design on the Acela. Beautiful British train. Jesus Christ, sorry. USA train on the Boston Sprinter Northeast Corridor part. And there we got a nice, beautiful photo from our live stream we did through the week of a beautiful, nice Creators Club design on the 146. All right. And that was on the Nidderton bar. No, that wasn't the Nidderton barn. That was the Nevga Dresden, which is the current version of Nevga Dresden. It will be getting a remastered version on Train Sim World 4's launch in a couple of days. RE442 to Hanover. That's where it's originally come from. And as you know, I've got the Hanover Brunham on Train Simulator. So yes, this is going to Norddeutsche Mall 110. Here we go. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. You know me, German is very hard. I love German rail, but some of them are very hard to pronounce. I need a translator. Alright. Seif. Ah, yes, this is a beautiful design. Come across this beautiful design earlier today. Have a look at this one. This is absolutely stunning. Sorry about the sound. It's very loud. So standard carriages, of course, but yeah, the nice Creators Club design on the side here. You betcha. It's a beautiful, beautiful station. This is Brenham, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nice station. The representation is absolutely fantastic, spot on. It's what I love about the some of the big German stations got these big arches, you know, they're absolutely nice. Very high in architecture. It's like a warehouse style, you know, a big open warehouse style. I reckon if this was in Australia, it wouldn't be a railway station. It'd probably be open markets. 50 buckets for sure. Go and get your fresh produce right here. Alright. Oh, don't you slap on me. No, no, no. Come on. Get it going. That's it. Don't put no more pressure on that, folks. If you do that one more time, it'll just smash it up. I'll smash the compressor, and then I'll have to reset the compressor. That's what you gotta... Man, I got a bloody mosquito. Great. Hang on. Got you. Ah! Missed you. Hate those things, man. That's what gave me meningitis when I was a kid. I had meningitis when I was 6 months old, folks, and it was from mosquitoes. So I hate the things that they almost killed me. I was actually dead and they brought me back, so I'm very lucky to be alive. And that was at 6 months. Alright. And here I am, almost 41 years later. And when I say almost, it's only a couple of weeks. A couple of days after the grand final. That's a good thing. My mates have bought the tickets for the grand final and they've bought me a ticket. Nice, beautiful birthday present. Be the first time since I've been to a grand final since 2010, so yeah, I remember the last grand final. Yeah, it was a thunderstorm. There was one night I didn't really care about a thunderstorm. I have a phobia from storms, but yeah, I can say that night didn't care. I didn't care that night. I was in cloud nine. That was, yeah. Especially when you had a fair bit of money. Like back then, I had a lot of money back in 2010 as well, so I could gamble and stuff. Yeah, back then. I put a decent amount on them at the start of the season. You know they were favourites. How times change. And 13 years later, man, we're lucky to get money at all. It's very, very tough. Sometimes, you know, you learn from a lot of big mistakes you make in your life. You know, me and my dad, you know, we're just, you know, we thought we were in cloud nine with all the money and everything. Yeah. That's what happens. The reality bites you. Trust me, folks, when you hear from somebody, you know, you got to take it on board. You know, if you got that money, you know, you hang on to it. You know, be smart with it. Don't be stupid. It's very, very hard. All I care about now is keeping a roof over my dad's head. You know, I'm not worried so much about myself. You know, but. I stay with him. You know, he's got my sister. My sister's here in Sydney. You know, she's a bit of a pain in the butt. But, yeah. Our all sisters both. But you know, there's going to be a fair bit of glitching on this route. You know what this route's all about, folks. It's one of the reasons why I didn't make the top 5. This route is because, for the simple fact, this route has got a lot of freeze micro shattering, way too much than what it really should have. As you can see right there, and then it happens again a little bit down here. And I got custom settings on, and there we go with another one just there. And I keep explaining to you guys the reasons why it does do this. And it all comes down to these piles. These piles, folks. these piles here that cause micro shattering. There's another one. Let me just see, there's some just there as well, and that is what is causing micro shattering. You don't need to have those piles off the track that no one can see, and people are like, how do... Like I explained to you guys, the way that they build those things, they do it with a, like, when you're building stuff before it actually becomes something, it's wiring, you know, like connections, and like 3D meshing. That's what they call it. It's like Blender, you know, it's 3D meshing. So it's, there's something in that is triggering it, and it's not, it's like a chemical mass. It's not going to go. It's like water and electricity. It doesn't like each other. So it's exactly like that with the micro shatter. There's things in this game that cause that. That some of the stuff that's on the sides of these tracks don't need to be in the game. You know, that's what's causing memory issues. That Unreal doesn't like. The Unreal Engine doesn't like it at all. Do Dovetail care? No, they don't care. That's what they care about. Money. It's a lovely route, like it's good. But yeah, just a lot of German routes, especially a lot of German routes. Not all of them, but a lot of German routes just have way too many micro shatters than, say, the UK routes and the US routes. It's more so for German routes, and I don't understand why it's more so for German routes, but yeah, it's a real pain. And sad, because as you can see, like I put my frames on here, and you'll clearly see little frames per second thing here. It will go yellow, it will go red, you know, and that's what, and it will be a split second thing, and that's your micro shatter. And it doesn't matter what sort of PC you got. I got a 3060 i7 11700K, you know, great motherboard, great processor. It's all liquid cooled with one of the best liquid coolers in the game, the NZXT, and yeah, 64 gig of RAM stored from 232s. Like, come on, and does that. It's about 40 frames here right now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll change these settings here in a second. So we got foliage. You watch this. I reckon if I turn this foliage down, see, look at that. It jumps up. 55 frames, 55 frames, yeah? 55 frames. This is why I keep saying to you guys, foliage is it's one of the killers. You watch what happens when I put it back on high, you know? When I put the shadows back to medium, it goes to 51, yeah? 51, 52. When I put that back on, it drops by 1 or 2. It's not much, you know? You rather have the high shadows, you know? Like, it's only a couple of frames different. And as you can see, there's certain parts, you know, I put it on a cap on 63 and keep it on that. And I do note that when you do frame rate can change when you also got the sky blocks on. There's 5 minute cloud sky blocks. So I'm on bit 55, 50, 57 here. And when I do this, I'll put it on the skybox on the Ultra. Okay, gives you a little bit more cloud, but look how much frames it takes. Yeah, it takes a hell of a lot of frames from Ultra, putting the skybox on Ultra to being on very high. And you can see the differences already with the skybox. Yeah, this is that's high, Ultra, and then that's very high. And let's put this percentage back to 108. And yeah, the skybox doesn't really bother me too much. I find that it's better to have it on high. That's what I've been playing with since. You know, I've had it on Ultra here and there. Also on the all-around release. But not so much recently. Coming into Delman Hoist. No. Do not slow down completely on me. I've still got a bit to go. Now, don't forget that these routes will be moving over to Train SimWorld 4. Of course, all of the first 3 eras of Train SimWorld will be moving over to Train SimWorld 4. So we don't lose anything. We just obviously so-called moving to another game, which is technically not. It's just a marketing ploy, as us OGs know. Here comes the 187. Now that's sound modded, that thing, folks. That is sound modded. So I'm not too sure if we won't be getting that. Obviously, with the sound mods and everything, like I explained to you guys, we'll have to wait for the modders to bring updates to them, and there'll be probably some of them that are that old now, like the 187. We might not end up having that sound mod for Train SimWorld 4. So it's a little bit sad because that particular one is, man, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. I like it that we don't really use too often, the 187, to be honest. So I haven't had anything with that like for quite a while. The skies are absolutely stunning around this time of the day as well. Maybe a little bit darker, but yeah, this is the type of day that you want to, the time of the sort of day you want to be playing Train SimWorld with the cloud, with the cloud cover. It just gives some beautiful, stunning scenery. The sun popping through those clouds, giving that shyness. It's great. This was the first teenery system to actually have the old school teenery over the top as well. So this was brand new, first ever Train SimWorld experience for that. This is an old school loco in the 90s. Looking forward to see what the German route will be on the road map, actually. Haven't really been looking to see if anybody's really been talking about what the German route could be on the road map, but probably safe to say that will most likely come out in 2024. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this year, but yeah, I'm also 2024 for that one. I really think Just Train's release will be anywhere between October to December. I'll probably lean more towards December, but you never know. I'll be very surprised if it's next year. It'd be nice if it was earlier in October, but I don't think it would. It won't be. I'll probably lean towards late October if it was in October. Give it like train symbol for a month. So we'll see. Oh, by the way, folks, we've had a Southeastern High Speed uploaded video up on our YouTube channel as well. If you are watching this live, check that one out after the screen. 465 trip on the Southeastern High Speed. Another Creators Club design we did earlier today. I did 3 uploaded videos earlier today. One, Rich and Osberg, nice little S4 service also was shown earlier today. Check that one out as well. 1440p, 60 frames per second HD quality. Those uploaded videos. We've got another one coming up later on today from the Lincoln Run Stroker. That's also with a 110, but we've got the minty passenger carriages for that one. You know me, I'm a big fan of the minty carriages. They're absolutely beautiful paint jobs, and I did call for the minties to come into TSW for quite a long time, and yeah, they finally arrived, and I was absolutely thrilled. And yeah, I was really pumped when they announced Lincoln Run Stroker. I'm like, hang on, that is the route that I've been waiting for, along the Rhine River. And I was like, oh, it's the left Rhine, yes. And when they said it was going to go on the mains, I'm like, what? Like, why? And then I found out they were doing it in a 90s era. I thought, it's not modern. Not going to Frankfurt. It would have been nice to go to Frankfurt because obviously the ICEs would have been more so on it, and obviously I would have had the train, the Sorex float. Beautiful, beautiful loco. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. 101s would have went on it also. But I thought, they're doing something different, you know. They're obviously, you know, breaking it up from what it is on Train Simulator. Alright, we are coming into Hugh. Isn't it amazing that the number 10 route was a German route and the number 9 route is a German route? So the first two routes in the top 10 countdown for Train Sim World 3 are German. Oh, we also have Cajon Pass as well there, folks, which is also a Train Sim World. Free, almost said full, free release route. So there you go. So one of the routes is actually going to miss out on the top 10, and I can confirm with you guys that that route is the Cajon Pass. So unfortunately, the Cajon Pass hasn't made our top 10. More so because I'm not a big fan of freight routes and not a big fan of freight services, to be honest. And I found Cajon Pass to be pretty straightforward. It's not taking anything away from the BMSS or anything becoming. It's a great route. Like I like it and everything, but it's you know, it wasn't really worthy enough to have been in the countdown. So. What's going on here? I've had this problem before. Here we go. Pull the trigger. Let's go. If you are just joining us, my name is the Aussie Don, and this is All Aboard, live with the Aussie Don, episode 57. We are doing a special this week. It is the Train Sim World 3 Top 10 Countdown, the start of our Top 10 Countdown here today. And we are doing number 10, number 9, and number 8 here today on our live stream. And this is the number 9 best route of Train Sim World 3, the Bahnstrecke Brandenburg. Number 10 was Kassel-Wolfsburg. Number 8 on the list is coming up next. Hello, Jordan. There you go. Welcome aboard. You know what I forgot to do again? I forgot to turn on those passenger lights. I do it all the time. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Passengers don't need lights to see. Do they? Oh. Alright, everyone's complaining about it. Why aren't they on why aren't they on the trains on the Northeast Corridor? Well, they light up in the night time on the Northeast Corridor, but they don't for in the daytime. They should actually. I agree with everybody. They should be in the daytime. I think it's actually true to reality though. I don't think they do light up in the daytime. I'm not 100% certain. think the trains would have light in the daytime, sure. They do on our trains. Even though technically, you know, you really shouldn't feel the daytime. I like to look at my newspaper. Newspapers are all on, mainly on the smart devices these days. You got to read the newspaper on there. Phones, iPads, yeah. Smart devices, whatever. Ah, here comes another one. Oh, this is the opposite. Oh, there's a Players Club sign on there as well. Same one as our one. So after this one, folks, we will be free of the 10 down, and we will be doing the top 5 on Wednesday. So the top 5 countdown will be on midweek World of Trains this week, and we'll be live making him. We're on the special time this week. We're on a special time at 7 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, Northern Territory, 5 p.m. Western Australia, 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Germany, 5 a.m. Boston in the eastern states of the USA, and 2 a.m. in West Coast USA, 2:30 p.m. India, 4 p.m. Indonesia, and 6 p.m. Japan, and 9 p.m. in New Zealand for this week's special midweek World of Trains, the final for the Train Sim World 3 era, and the Train Sim World 3 top 5 countdown. Who will join the legendary Hall of Fame with Train Sim World 1's best route of the Hemstrucker Raru, Train Sim World 2's best route, the Brighton Main Line London Commuter? Who will be the best route of the Train Sim World 3 era? Might not be your choice, folks. Might be, might not be. Agree. It is a beauty, I tell you. Last night about the Mascares. It's like, oh, this heat's coming, you know, his name is Mascares, man, it's pretty good, and then all of a sudden 10 minutes later, mosquito came in. Oh no. Spoke too soon. You gotta love this time of the day on Train Sim World 3. I have to say one thing, even though it does take a lot of frame rate up, the 5-minute skies is absolutely stunning. Like, you compare the skies to the original OG Train Sim World to what it is now, oh my god, I mean, massive. Even just the graphic alone. Yeah, I've never seen Patch Grey with CSX Heavy Haul, you know, in the beta. It's like, man. Now, mind you, the price is much cheaper. Not by much though, but they're still cheaper. The last price, like, I think it's jumped up by, like, close to $20 a year. Be interested to see what the price of Just Trains one will be. I reckon it'll be full price. I just got to feel this because of what is evolving in this route. I know what's evolving in this route, and it's a pretty decent route. It's evolving. It's a good route coming up by Just Trains. I am really looking forward to the Just Trains release, to be honest. I'm super stoked about this one. Not only the pace is coming in, like the pace is like down straight away. you know, I'm a big fan of the 101, as you know, the 101 manual train. I've been looking for something to put it on, something new for it. You know me, I've always been a big fan of that particular loco. So, I'm looking forward to do something new with it finally. So yeah, I'll be definitely doing gameplay with the 101 on the new Just Trains release. Back to routes. And again, of course, we're getting a very tiny section of West Coast Main Line. Can we get a full release of Train Sim World 5's launch, please? I'll lean towards a more likely yes. There'll be. I got a feeling it will be. Like, we got East Coast Main Line this year as a feature for the UK release. I reckon next year will be West Coast. I just can see that. What part of it is it going to be? Look, I'm going to really, I don't know. I don't see it being the south section like a lot of people think it's going to be. I hope and pray it is, but I don't see that. We can't fix this memory issue yet. We'll see if I think if they get the south section, everyone start whinging, oh, why didn't the East Coast get the south section? Got to get back to London sooner or later. True. I think they do. They give us the North London route. Actually, that would be fantastic. Or the Great Eastern. Great Eastern goes up through to Ipswich. That would be fantastic. Oh, what? That was massive. Yeah, look at that. Big chunks. I haven't experienced anything like that before, but anyway, doesn't matter. On that part of that route, then. Here we are coming into Oldenburg, and this will be the end of our trip and the number 9 route of Train Sim World 3. Do note, folks, we are an Australian-based YouTube channel. The PC Steam release of Train Sim World 4. If you are in Australia and you're wondering when the releases are going to be, well, the consoles will release on late Thursday evening, around about 8-9 p.m. in the east coast of Australia. Maybe a bit earlier. We'll soon find out. So anywhere between 6 to 10 p.m. I'll give you that best estimate. And it will be, Epic Games will release a couple hours before PC Steam, so it should be around midnight, 1 a.m, so on the Friday morning. It could be a little bit earlier, I don't know. With Train Sim World 4 for the PC Steam, obviously we're dead last. So we've got to wait. And obviously we've got to download. I'm not going to download everything at once. Do I have to? I sort of do, because I'm going to be doing these custom engine settings as I'm using right now. I'm using legendary settings with a little bit of a tweak. Love how that pink starts coming into the skyline there. Look at that. You can see that pink in there. Absolutely stunning. I don't know how it looks on your end, but yeah, on this 144 hertz, Gotta love that. When you zoom in more, man, look at that. That's stunning. All right. There we go with that one. That is voted number 9. So the first two have been German. And yeah, very good. Okay. You're on all aboard live with the Aussie Don. I am your 2023 Community Screenshot Contest winner for week 16 Deutschbahn week. And I won with my photo of the Lincoln Rheinstrecke. Koblenz to Mainz section of the left Rhine. So yeah, beautiful photo it was indeed back in week 16 here in 2023. I won week 6 and 26 for Train Simulator Classic Community Screenshot Contest this week, this year as well, with Landmark Week and the Sunrise Week. All right. We're going to go to the number 8 route on the top 10 countdown now, ladies and gentlemen, as we're bringing you number 10, 9, and 8 here tonight. And there will be a separate stream before Wednesday that'll bring you number 7 and number 6 on the. So we'll bring you the top 10 countdown in a separate stream, and then we'll bring you the top 5 on Wednesday. Don't forget, I am moving studios this week, ladies and gentlemen, to the brand new studio, and I will. Well, I'm thinking we are, but there will be definitely a confirm here tomorrow night on our American Truck Simulator live stream. So join us for our traditional Monday night lighting the highways ATS live stream on the times I gave you just then, but an hour later than the times I gave you just then. So 8 p.m. in the East Coast of Australia, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, Northern Territory, 6 p.m. Western Australia, 11 a.m. UK, 12 p.m. Germany, 6 a.m. Boston, 3 a.m. Los Angeles for American Truck Simulator. When Monday night tradition, on Monday night lighting the highways, I'll be rolling with my latest truck and trailer combo. You know me, I do my own paint jobs, so it'll be an absolute beauty. And another Australian-based company. All right, so, and it is a real truck company too. All right, so here we go. Or it could be a truck company. It could be something else. We don't know yet. But, yeah, it'll be something beautiful nonetheless. And, you know, I roll with my own AI traffic with real companies and branding from around the world. So it's got to look good. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. So what is the number 8 route on the list? Number 8, ladies and gentlemen, is, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen, the number 8 route on the list is Midlands Mainline. Midland Mainline, ladies and gentlemen, is the 8th best route in Train Sim World. And we're going to do a high-speed trip. Oh, you betcha. Yes, we're got a high-speed trip in style, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to bring to you the Inner City Swallow. Yes, you little beauty. The Inner City Swallow. We're going to do it on a nice clear day. And we're going to do a 29-minute service, 12:43. And we're going to do it with a beautiful clear day here on the 17th. This is the Train Sim World Free 8th best route. Here we go. First UK one. First UK one on the list. Yes. A 1B43 Nottingham to London St. Patrick's is the real service, but obviously we're not going that far because it doesn't have all of that. But here we go, nonetheless, to Leicester from Nottingham. And this is a 12:43 service, HST. Here we go, the 8th best route of Train Sim World Free, Midland Mainline from Skyhawk Games. Yep, all good. Okay, so the front of it is only the Swallow, and the rest of it is just the standard, and then the Swallow should be at the back as well. Yep. But it is the actual legit logo. That is the good thing about it. And it's the dead set legit Swallow as well. Look at that. Yeah, it's a great job. You know me, folks, these things are rolling still in real life here in Australia with our legendary Australian XPTs, which are based off the HST in the UK. And yeah, if you want to go and check out my shorts area, go down the shorts area a fair bit though. A fair few months ago, it was earlier in 2023, I was at Stratfield train station here in Sydney, and I actually come across a special Children's Hospital Starlight Foundation version of XPT. So you'll see a couple videos, short videos on the shorts area of that, of the Australian version of the HST, which is called the XPT here in Australia, which is aka Country Link XPT for, you know, us hardcores know what it is. And we know that it's based off the HS. Where's that guy going? We know it's based off the British HST high-spec train, of course. And XPT express passenger train. East Midland Parkway, and let's start other stops. So the Parkway is at the Stacks. What the hell? Doors open. Oh my god. Oh, that's a big glitch and a half. You see that? The doors were open, eh? And then when you get closer, there was... Wow, god. They need to fix that. They need to fix that big time. That's it is funny, but yeah, nah, not right. Hey, you think you get away with that? Hey, come on, hardcores know. We see it, don't worry. And everybody else just seen it on the stream? Yes. He's going to the forums and talking about it, folks. Some of the stuff they see. Oh yeah, we know about that. Ah, who cares? That's what they do. There's a lot of stuff that we, you know, like, look at that over there. Expect to get away with that? You expect to get away with that? What's that? Oh, we're just going to put a fence along here so nobody gets in. Oh, hang on, somebody could just jump over the top of this crate and just put a ladder on the top of it. Jesus. Hey, there's another HST there. Did that look like purple just in the smoke? I don't know if it was me or it just looked purple to me. Probably just the camera angle. See the stacks from here actually. There they are over there. We are getting closer to them now, 3 miles away. It's been a while since I've come from Nottingham actually and headed this way. It's a trip that I've rarely done. I've always come in going this way from the opposite end, from going to Derby. Derby, I should say. Derby. Derby, do. That's what I'm like. Derby, do. Forget about Scooby-Doo, but just go to Derby, do. Alright, here we are. Coming in to our first stop. Parkway. Yeah, I was very worried about this station when it first got released. I was like, where are the passengers? There's no passengers on this platform or anything. It was just, yeah, dead. It was, yeah, very disappointing. So, yeah, I was one to say, hey, you know, we need passengers for this station, you know. Okay. Passengers going on. Let's go on the Lincoln, Leicester, London St Pancras, Nottingham, $17 miles to Leicester. Yeah, so I sort of had my suspicions on how the new German logo, the Vetron, was going to work. So I had a feeling the key will be on the right side and all that. The buttons will be on the right side. I had a feeling that'll be the case, and I like the fact that you can change the touch screens. Like I showed you guys earlier, for the touch screens, you can change them over, you know, whatever way you want for on the Kaiser-Würzburg there as well. So it's not something new technically. But it's obviously new to the touch screen side of it. So they can spin it all the way they want. It's just obviously, you know, not done by a button. It's on a touch screen, yeah. So yeah, don't let them fool you. What can I say? It was, yeah, quite impressive. I don't like the. I don't think there is any passenger services with it, but that being said, there's buttons on there for passenger stuff. So I've got a sneaky suspicion that we are going to get something later on down the track that's going to have passenger services for it. So I'm really going to start digging into research and finding out what passenger services this particular loco does. and see what I can come up with, and then I can sort of narrow it down to a selection of stuff what could possibly come into Train Sim World for in the next year. And obviously we have on those screens there was a French thing on there as well, and I thought, well, that's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another French release. They've already talked about another border crossing, so I'm thinking, ooh, could it be the German-French route that is in Train Simulator? Like I said to you guys, would be an absolute awesome release for Train Sim World. That would also make use of another ICE. So yeah, that'd be a bit interesting. Would the players like that? It's got good options there though. So I don't know if that'll be the one or not, but we're not talking about another crossing. I thought, is it going to be Austrian, another crossing Austrian? I don't know. I hope it's not. I hope they just do Austria standard. And then the German one could be a crossover. I don't know. We'll soon find out. I'm thinking the Austrian one could be the crossover though. I'm leaning towards more Switzerland for that case. No. We'll soon find out. Never know. This is the number 8 best route, ladies and gentlemen. So this is number 8, Midland Main Line. So if you have just joined us, we are doing the start of our top 10 countdown here today on All Aboard. We are doing the first 3 of the top 10 countdown here today on the stream. And Castle Wolfsburg was voted number 10. Number 9 was the Bahnstrecke Brenham-Oldenburg, and the number 8 route is the Midland Main Line. Number 7 and number 6 will be on an individual stream. So that'll be another stream separate, and then midweek World Trains will be our top 5 countdown. We're coming to you at an hour earlier than normal this week, midweek World Trains. That is not our final Train Sim World 3 live stream though. We are doing a special farewell forever Train Sim World 3 live stream on Thursday. And it is Thursday our time, because Train Sim World 4 will be releasing later on Thursday. It might be Thursday for you guys, but it's Friday for us here in Australia. For me, PC players. I've still got no confirmed time for release at the moment. I'm thinking it could be around 4 AM like normal. 4 AM like normal. Obviously being a new era, I've got to change things over, I've got to switch things over, I've got to go in and put in the custom engine settings, I've got to download everything, confirm everything after that, because I like to go in and verify the files like I normally do. When there's an update with Train Sim World, I do the same thing, I verify the files before I even start it, verify the files, make sure everything's all good. Push comes to shove, I'll put in the custom settings, engine settings, all that rest of that. There's a lot of them. Look at that. There's a rainbow one. Look at that. The great Greatest Club Designs. That's the that's the EML. Oh, yeah. EMR? Oh, EMR. Sorry. Lol. sometimes it gets a little bit bright, the screen, so it is good to use the sunnies. Six miles to go. Later on today, folks, don't forget I have a Lincoln Run Strucker uploaded video that'll premiere on the channel at 1080p, and that'll be at 1080p, 60 FPS. It won't be HD quality until after the stream, because after the uploaded video is premiere, because it'll be at 1440p, 60 frames per second, HD quality after that. So do note that it won't look as nice. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you won't notice the difference really technically. Yeah, if you're on a PC, you definitely notice. Also, so check that out. There's been a couple uploaded videos that have premiered before that. We had one premiere through the stream here tonight as well. Southeastern High Speed, a 465 run from heading up to Dartford. Heading from Dartford, I should say. Oh no, it was heading from Gravesend to Dartford. So that premiered earlier. And we had a S4 service on the S-Bahn on Osberg. Nice little one on there. So another Creators Club design with that one. It was actually an Oktoberfest paint job, a recent one that has just come up on the Creators Club. A beautiful paint job. I have to say that much. A very good design for the 423. Highly recommended if you are looking for a nice paint job, especially Oktoberfest coming up, German festival, and it definitely thought it was quite cool to do that one. So yeah, have a look at that one as well, folks. Nice little 11-minute service on there, 10-minute service. If you're always looking for a real quick trip, that is definitely a route I highly recommend for a nice little quick service. For a decent half-an-hour service, and this is definitely the route for you, the minimum level. Obviously there's longer services, but yeah, for around half an hour on average, then yeah, this is definitely the route for you. Depends what you like as well. You might like freight, you know. What routes do I highly recommend on freight? Well, yeah, Horseshoe Curve's not bad, but I would definitely highly recommend the Clinchford. Clinchford is a great route. And obviously Sherman Hill, you betcha. Yes, definitely Sherman Hill. Challenge. That's a very good one. Oh, I used to know how to set it up with the 15-minute setup. You betcha. I got that one pretty quick. Actually helped a lot of people when that 15-minute setup was on. People were struggling like crazy on the forums and that. I kept seeing it everywhere on the forums, on Facebook pages and that. I'm like, I'm going to do a video. I'm just going to do a tutorial video and just give you an A to Z tutorial guide on how to set this up properly. And yeah, I had a lot of thank yous for that video. Over 2,500 views later. I pulled it off the channel after the Dovetail changed the setup procedure. So it was no need to have it there anymore. But yeah, it was definitely helped a lot of people when you had the 15-minute setup for the Sherman Hill. And yeah, we helped you guys get up on the hill start as well, so that was good. All right. There we are, number 8, ladies and gentlemen, Midland Maple. I would have liked to have put that up a little bit higher on the list, but there is so many great routes that are in front of it. It was very hard to really judge. So that's definitely a very, very good route. But there's a couple of things that are faulting on there that sort of pushed it down the list more so to others. The one that's going to be coming up next on our top 10 countdown, which will be on our next live stream, which will be on tomorrow. I'm hoping to get that up tomorrow it will be tomorrow. Yes, it will be tomorrow after our American Truck Simulator stream. So 10:30 p.m. tomorrow night here in the East Coast of Australia, we should be live with that. The continuation of the top 10 countdown with number 7 and number 6. And yeah, the next one is very much the same as, a few things there that have not made reasons why it's not in the top 5. And yeah, it's very, very hard to judge between this one and the one I'm going to be doing next. But anyway, nonetheless, that is the first part of the countdown. So Castle Walsberg, number 10. Number 9 was the Brenham Oldenburg. Number 8 is Midland Mainline. What is going to be in the next 7? We will find out, ladies and gentlemen. So the routes that I already told you guys that the Cajon Pass has not made our top 10 countdown. So we have left. We have routes of Peak Forest, Northeast Corridor, the Cross City, the Glasgow, Edinburgh, the Nindertown Barn, Gossip Line, and the Lincoln Run Strucker. Which one of those is going to be the number 1 route of Train Sim World 3 voted by us here at Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment? Find out on our Wednesday stream when we bring to you our top 5 countdown. And we will find out what is number 7 and number 6 on our list tomorrow on our continuation of the countdown. And we'll bring to you a special live stream of number 6 and number 7 of the top 10 countdown tomorrow from 10:30 p.m. in the East Coast of Australia. I'll give you the local times when I post it up on the channel later on today. I'll put in some details on the community area of our YouTube channel. That'll give you all the details of the local starting times. If you're close to those starting local times, just go off your time zone and just convert it over to your time, or set the reminder. The best way you can do it, set the reminder and turn that bell on. Become a subscriber at our channel. Get yourself out of that 95% plus of people that continue to watch us and are not subscribed. What are you doing? You got no hesitation. Stop stealing from me. Become a subscriber. Join our family. Let's get that over 10% every single week. I want that to be more than 10% people watching that continue to come back and are subscribed and watching me. What are you doing? Let's get involved. Let's become a community. Let's become a computer. We will be in the next 10 years. Let's become a community and be as one. Thank you very much for watching. I am your rail fan from Australia, your OG of Train Sim World, the Australian OG channel of Train Sim World, Australia, Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment. My name is the Aussie Don, and I am your Week 16 Community Screenshot Contest winner for 2023. And that's all I will be, because I'm not going in the contest no more. I'm satisfied with my 3 wins, because I won week 26 and 6 for Train Simulator Classic as well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again sometime soon. Hooroo.